up, boss, and welcome back to the Luxe Boss channel. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. If you are interested in all things entrepreneurship, all things lifestyle, and all things business, this is the channel for you. Make sure you hit that subscription bar down below and turn on the notification bell so you know every single time there is a new upload. So as you can tell from today's video, we are going to be going through some of the frequently asked questions that I get in regards to my charm bracelet business, LuxeAglow. I took a ton of questions from my DMs, not all of them, but majority of them, and my Luxe babes already know that I was going to do this video, so I just decided to upload it to YouTube because there were so many questions and majority of them were repetitive. So let's go ahead and jump right into question number one. So the first question that I get all the time is, how do I ship? I ship through my Shopify. That's what I use. That's the website server that I use to run LuxeAglow's website, and that's what I ship through, Shopify. If you have Shopify, then you already know Shopify handles all of the shipping. Yeah, they take care of all of that. You don't really have to do anything but buy the shipping label during your process of creating or fulfilling the order, and then you print the shipping label, and that's about it. So yeah, I do all of my shipping through Shopify. The next question is, how did I make my website? I made my website through Shopify. If you're interested in like logos or anything like that, I could do a separate video, but I definitely recommend Canva. That's how I made my logo. I made it myself. I am not ready to go out and purchase a logo yet. That's just not something I'm ready to do, but for now I think my logo suffices. That's how I made my logo, and I used Shopify's system to create my website, pick colors, all of those things. So nobody made my website for me. In the beginning stages, I definitely recommend just going on there and doing it yourself. There are a ton, when I say a ton, of videos on how to create a website and do the basics on Shopify. I definitely recommend watching some of those because they help me. Okay, the next question that I get all the time is, how do you find your vendors? This is like the number one question, to be honest. This is like top rank, okay? I'm gonna tell you all the same answer that I tell everybody else. To what? Research. Y'all, it is really easy. I knew better. I knew not to ask anybody where they got their charms from because I just knew better. I already knew. Instagram, Google are your best friends. I will also recommend starting out with Etsy. If you are just getting into accessory, or starting an accessory line, or starting to make charm bracelets, or starting to make any type of jewelry in general, Etsy, for the designer inspired charms, Etsy is definitely going to be a good source for you to start with. Definitely recommend that. Etsy. Utilize Instagram, utilize Google, utilize Facebook, utilize Amazon. That's all I'm gonna say. Just utilize the things that are there to you, and I promise you will find them. It took me a while, but I promise you will find them. You will find vendors on Instagram like in your face. The next question that I get a lot is, what packaging material do I use? I'll link all of the packaging material that I use in the description box below because I don't want to mess up like dimensions and sizes and stuff. I know that majority of the time if someone orders like between 2 to 3 bracelets, I will put them in a 4x8 packaging, and I think the other one that I use is 9x6. I could be wrong, but I use the poly mailers, the bubble mailers. I get them off Amazon, or you can get them from Dollar Tree. I just got a ton because Amazon, as y'all know right now, is kind of slow. So I just got a ton from Dollar Tree. You can get them from Dollar Tree, you can get them from Amazon. If you're just starting out, I'd highly, highly, highly recommend Dollar Tree. The pillable labels that you can use for shipping, you can get those at Dollar Tree. You can get a ton of stuff at Dollar Tree. I'm gonna be doing a video soon about all the stuff that you can get when starting your business, because like I said this on my Instagram yesterday, it does not cost as much as you think it costs. Some things you can kind of cut corners and find materials that you would need, like copy paper, or for instance the pill labels. You can find them at cheaper places instead of having to get them off Amazon or whatever. The next question that I get all the time is how I made my business cards. I made my business card on Canva and I got them printed through Canva. I get my business cards printed through Canva all the time, but they're not that expensive. They're really good quality. I think I paid like $22 for 100 when I first started. But yeah, I know that you can use Vistaprint and there are a couple other companies. You can even do them yourself and just get the cardstock paper and cut them, but I just wasn't trying to cut them and I wanted them to have that glossy finish. So I definitely recommend Canva. They're very quick. The turnaround time, especially if you were like continuously ordering, all they have to do is print it, especially if you don't change your design. And I don't really change my design of my business cards, so Canva prints them pretty quickly. Okay, the next question that I got is how often should you have a sale? I personally just follow trend. You see, you know, major businesses have sales for holidays. They have spring and summer sales, winter sales. Follow the trend. You can have a sale whenever you want. I had a sale for my birthday. I had a sale for my 1,000 followers. I have a sale going right now for Easter and spring, so you can really pick whenever you want to have a sale. I also do automatic discounts sometimes. I don't always use a code. It's good to mix it up, but try automatic discounts when, you know, you are gonna have different sales. People don't like to look for codes a lot or have to, you know, put in a code. It's just an extra step people don't like to do. Okay, the next question is how did I find supplies? And I get this question a lot in reference to the bangles, in reference to just the regular charms that I use, in reference to my tools that I use, even in reference to some of my other accessories. As far as the supplies for my like actually making the charm bracelets, some of the vendors that I shop for charms, I get things from them. So I'll buy bangles from them because they come in bulk. You can also buy bangles on Amazon, and a lot of the different tools that you need are at like your local craft stores, things of that nature. So they're pretty accessible. Definitely recommend just Googling charm, like bulk charm bangles for jewelry making. I think that was literally like the first phrase that I searched the first time. Like, just Google it. I promise it's gonna automatically come up. Okay, y'all have to research. Like, sometimes people slide in your inbox and they can be kind of rude. Like, you know, you have to do some research. I promise you, you're gonna feel a lot better doing a little bit of research. And then when you really, you know, come to a standstill, then you can start outsourcing to other people and asking. But try to research first. You're gonna feel, you know, good knowing that you were able to do that for yourself and for your business. Okay, the next question that I get is how do I make charm bracelets? There are a ton of videos out there. I also have to watch the first one that I did. I'll link it up here in the card so you can watch it because I do talk through that one a little bit. But it's not hard. It's not a difficult thing, and once you get the hang of it, you just start, you know, popping them out. But I definitely recommend going to watch some of those videos. I'll link the two up here, like I said. But there are a ton of videos. It's really easy, and I plan to do one more detailed, so that covers that. Okay, the next question that I get is how do I take product photos, either with my phone or my camera, and I always just turn the flash on. And I also have Adobe Photoshop on my phone or on my computer, whichever, and I go in and I'll adjust the lighting so that you can see the true color of the charm bracelet or of the product. I definitely recommend that you download some of these apps that help you to edit photos, not to alter the photo, but more so to show the true color and try to enhance the lighting of the photo. It definitely helps. But just with my phone or with my camera, yeah, that's all I use. You don't really need too much more than that. You can literally run your entire business from your phone. Shopify, I use it on my phone. A lot of times I don't even use my computer when it's time for me to ship orders. I just take my phone to my workstation and get going. Okay, the next question that I get a lot is what apps do I use to help me manage my business? And I'm going to do a separate video because I started to list down some of the apps that I use and it just became too much, so I'm going to do a separate video. But I definitely recommend, if you do Shopify, you need to download Shopify onto your phone. I definitely recommend, a lot of people ask me this, I'm just going to tell you because it's so easy to find, the Bling app to make your pictures like sparkle, even if you do like lip gloss or if you're doing just accessories in general. If you want yourself to sparkle, the Bling app is really cool. There are a couple of them. Some of them you can pay for. I think all of mine are free. The free ones are like the first 3 if you search it on the App Store. Let's see, what other apps really quick can I throw out here for y'all? I love to use TikTok. not to necessarily upload to TikTok, but to put music behind my video. It just makes it a lot easier. So if you're looking to put music behind your video of your products, just use TikTok. You can keep all your posts private and they automatically download to your phone. Another app that I like is Lightroom, but those apps are a part of Adobe Suite, and I have Adobe Suite. So if you don't have Adobe, I don't know if you can necessarily download them, but Lightroom is a good one. And I also use Adobe Spark Video to make some of my promo videos for like Snapchat and things. Really cool stuff on there. You can do some really, like, you can make a whole commercial. Okay, the next question that I get quite often is, where did I get lip gloss tubes? If y'all don't know about TKB trading by now, you have not been researching. Shame on you, because you have not been researching. Okay, I get my tubes from TKB Trading. I also get my wands from TKB Trading, but you can also utilize Amazon. Be careful though, because some of the tubes on Amazon are straight trash, I can guarantee you. But some of the actual like wand tubes are pretty good. I've tested quite a few on Amazon, so use Amazon and TKB Trading. Okay, another question that I get often is, how do I make my labels for the lip gloss, and more specifically the ones that have like the gold background on them. If you've ever purchased like Morning Glow or the City Girl, then you know that those labels have like a gold sort of like paint stroke behind the lettering. Those I made on Sticker app. I definitely recommend Sticker app. They're pretty good. The only thing is, you really need to make sure you look up the measurements of your gloss tubes, because I didn't do that. I brought the stickers before I brought the tubes, and so my stickers were a little bit too big for my 10 ml tubes, so I could only use them on my 15 ml tubes, which is why sometimes you don't see those labels on those glosses. But Sticker app is really cool. It did take a little minute for them to ship my stickers off, but I did get like 200 or 300 stickers, I believe, so I can imagine that that took some time to process and print. But I really like Sticker app. The stickers or the labels stick on pretty good. And then if you don't want to use Sticker app and you just want to get sheets of labels, you can also utilize Avery.com, which is so easy to use. You just upload your sticker, they put it on the sheet, you review it, and then they print it. Okay, the next question that I get is, how did you grow your followers? And I'm gonna do a separate video. I feel like I got so many videos to do after I decided to do this Q&A, but I'm gonna do a separate video on that. And the one tip that I can give you is to be consistent and produce quality content. When I don't post a picture that looks as good, it does not get as much interaction or reach or engagement. But when I post a picture or a video that has pretty good, especially if I'm like outside in the sunlight or use the Bling app, those posts get a lot more engagement, a lot more reach, and in turn people want to follow your page. So I definitely recommend posting quality content and posting consistently. If you have not watched my how to grow your Instagram video, then you need to go and watch that. I'm going to do an updated version because there are a lot of new things that I learned, and I'm also going to do a video on how to get your first 1,000 followers. I think there are some key tips that were missed in that video that I need to go back and add, so all those videos are coming. Okay, the next question is, how much did it take for me to start my business? I will say that you can start a business, whether it's lip gloss, whether it's accessories, whether it's charm bracelets. You don't really have to go and, you know, find $500 or $600 or $700 to start a business. I told you guys there are ways to, you know, budget, and I definitely recommend that you create a budget first to see how much you need to start with. I personally was able to save for quite a few months. I pretty much saved the entire summer while I was working, and then I just took half of what I saved and put it into my business, and then the other half I took a portion of that and put it into my business savings, because I knew that I was going to need more than what I really had planned for. You always need to have a little bit extra on the side just in case. So definitely give yourself a couple of months to save if you have not started saving already, and just budget, and then you'll know how much you need exactly. What advice would you give to someone who wants to start an accessory business? And that is just go out and do it, sis. The moment I got over my fear and I woke up one day and was just like, forget it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start off with lip glosses, and then we're gonna transition into accessories. Create a plan, and when you start planning, you get excited. The moment I started planning, the moment items start coming in, lip gloss tubes, my Versagel, my gel base, my pigments, my charm bracelets, my charms, the moments those things start coming in, I got excited, and you just get even more invested into your business. So just start. And once you start, if you really have a passion for it, and if you really feel it, and if you really want it, y'all, I really wanted it. It was nice, let me tell you. Definitely recommend just jumping into it and getting started. Research. I used to enjoy watching videos. That kind of gave me motivation. Videos like this, other videos that are on Instagram or on YouTube. So definitely just jump in, get started, do your research. Those things are going to excite you and just push you even further. That is all for this video. I hope you guys were able to pull something from this. Make sure you follow LuxeAglow on Instagram, and make sure you follow me on Instagram at _luxeboss, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.